Hey there, world travelers, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sophia, and if you're new here, I've been a flight attendant or your friendly sky concierge for the last 15 years. I've seen it all, from the sublime to the seriously absurd, usually at gate 42 at 6 a.m. Now, let's talk about flying, specifically flying after 60. You know the drill, right? You're already tackling the early alarms, the pre-dawn drive to the airport, the endless check-in queues that seem designed by a mischievous genie who loves to watch people wait. You've probably got your strategy, compression socks, maybe a good neck pillow, and definitely a book that's thick enough to double as a weapon in the fight for overhead space. But I'm going to stop you right there, because if your only flight strategy involves packing light and showing up early, you're missing out on a goldmine. Seriously, I'm talking about perks. Hidden, often unadvertised, downright delightful airport benefits that are practically screaming to be used, especially if you're in your golden years of travel. Think about it. Are you automatically getting the best seat, the smoothest path through security, or the most comfortable layover? Or are you just accepting the basic, generic airport experience? If you're nodding and thinking, wait, there are special airport perks for people over 60, like more than just the discount at the airport Cinnabon, then this video is your new flight plan. We're not talking about rules or regulations. I'm talking about insider knowledge, the kind of things that a 15-year veteran flight attendant has seen abused, ignored, or brilliantly utilized. Today, I'm unlocking 7 incredible, often hidden airport perks that are perfect for senior travelers. I promise, by the end of this, your next trip is going to feel less like a marathon and more like a first-class experience without the first-class price tag. But first, let me ask you, have you ever felt rushed through a security line even when you know you've done everything right? Tell me in the comments below. Your stories are honestly the best part of this channel, and I read every single one. And if you're interested in more of these insider tips, like which gate agent has the secret stash of free upgrade vouchers, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It helps my channel soar, and it guarantees you won't miss my next video, which, by the way, is going to be about the one thing passengers always forget that nearly ruins their flight. Ready to transform your airport experience? Let's dive in. The entire airport experience is essentially a negotiation, and you, my seasoned traveler, have a very valuable chip. That chip is called a little bit of patience and a lot of inherent respect, which, when combined with my tips, becomes power. Perk 1. The VIP security shortcut. It's not just for first class. When you hear TSA pre-check, you probably think, ugh, another sign-up, another fee. And yes, that's true for the general public. But for many seniors, especially those with certain medical conditions or who need a little extra time with their bags, there is a low-key, often unadvertised courtesy that acts as an unofficial shortcut. I see this daily. A gate agent or even a TSA officer will notice a traveler who is moving a bit slower or who is clearly struggling with a mountain of carry-on luggage. In most major airports, there is a dedicated assistance or family lane that often sits empty right next to the standard line. It's not officially labeled Senior Express, but I've seen it used that way 1,000 times. The insider move. Don't wait until the security line is backed up to ask for help. Politely approach the first TSA officer you see and say, "Excuse me, I'm a senior traveler and I have a bad knee hip today. Is there a priority or assistance lane available?" 9 times out of 10, they will wave you over. They don't want to slow down the main line any more than you want to be rushed. They're looking to maintain flow, and if moving you to a side lane does that, they're happy to do it. It's a win-win. You get a smoother, less stressful experience, and they keep the main traffic moving. It's about proactive communication, not just standing around hoping someone notices you're having trouble lifting that 50-pound carry-on. Mini dialogue, traveler bill, 72. "Excuse me, officer, this is my first time flying in 5 years, and my doctor says no bending today. Is there any way I could use the assistance lane? I promise my bag is just sweaters." TSA Officer Kim: "Absolutely, sir. Go right over there to the lane with the blue sign. Take your time with the shoes. We're in no rush on this side. See? No drama, no fuss, just a smooth path to your gate." Perk 2, the gate agent's secret stash of comfort seats. You booked an aisle seat, but it's right next to the bathroom, and you just know you're going to be constantly bumped by people waiting in line. The plane is full, and you feel stuck. Here's the truth a 15-year flight attendant knows. Gate agents have more power over seating than you realize, right up until the minute that door closes. They are juggling last-minute changes, connecting passengers, and weight distribution. They also have access to the real plane manifest, which includes seats that might be blocked for crew rest, mechanical reasons, or even just as a buffer. The insider move? Forget the check-in counter. Go to your actual gate about 45 minutes before boarding. Find the gate agent when they have a brief moment of calm. Don't demand. Approach them with kindness and a good story. Say, "Hello, my name is Martha, and I'm really looking forward to this flight. I know this flight is full, but my back is giving me trouble, and I see seat 14B is still showing as occupied on the app. Is there any chance that seat is open and I could move away from the lavatory for a bit more comfort?" Because you've approached them politely and you're clearly a senior passenger who isn't going to cause a fuss, they are more likely to unblock a seat or swap you into a better location. Why? Because they know if you're uncomfortable, you're more likely to flag a flight attendant later, creating more work for them. They'd rather solve the problem on the ground. This isn't a free upgrade to first class, but it's often a free upgrade to a comfortable economy plus seat, or even an empty row. It's about leveraging respect and their desire for a smooth departure. Perk 3. Complimentary escort and cart service. It's not just for medical needs. When you think of a wheelchair request at the airport, you probably picture a very specific scenario. But here's the kicker. Requesting a wheelchair assist or special assistance is often just the magic word for getting a personal free airport escort. If you have a long connection, say from Terminal A to Terminal E, and you know that walk is going to be a killer, don't try to be a hero. The insider move. When you book your ticket online or when you call the airline, simply put in a request for wheelchair assistance. When you check in, confirm this. What you get is not always a wheelchair for the entire trip. Often, you get a dedicated representative with a golf cart, or at the very least, a personal escort who knows all the back routes and elevators. They bypass the main crowds, get you through security faster, as we already mentioned, and deliver you right to your next gate. Think of it as your personal express service. And the best part? It's not limited to people who need a wheelchair. It's for anyone who struggles with long distances or tight connections. You are a senior traveler. Your time and comfort are priorities. Use the system designed to help you. Mini dialogue. Assistant Mike. "All right, ma'am, we're going to skip the main concourse crowd. Hop on the cart. We're taking the service corridor right under the United Gates. We'll have you at E14 in 5 minutes flat." Traveler Susan, who's 65. "Oh, thank goodness, Mike. I thought I was going to have to race a marathon in this heat." Perk 4, the lounge access trick for long layovers, airport lounges. The oasis of the airport experience. Comfortable chairs, free Wi-Fi, snacks that aren't stale peanuts, and most importantly, peace and quiet. Most people think you need to be a frequent flyer with elite status or own a very expensive credit card to get in. Wrong. The insider move. Many airlines and independent lounges offer a significant and sometimes unadvertised discount or even a free pass to senior travelers with long layovers. It's less about a formal policy and more about the gatekeeper's discretion. If you have a layover that's 3 hours or longer, walk up to the entrance of an airline lounge, even if you're not flying that airline, or a priority pass lounge. Ask if they have a senior day pass rate. Don't mention the credit card or elite status. Simply ask about the senior rate. Sometimes the regular day pass is $50, $60, but I've seen them drop it to $30 or even offer a complimentary entry for an hour for a traveler over 70 who is clearly distressed by a long delay. They recognize that a quiet, comfortable space is a genuine necessity, not a luxury, for travelers who need to rest. This is all about the human element. Be polite, explain the length of your layover, and ask for help finding a quiet spot to rest. Often, they'll offer the pass because they'd rather you relax in their quiet space than sit agitatedly in the main terminal. Perk 5. Free drink and snack vouchers, the delay compensation secret. Flight delays happen. It's an unfortunate, frustrating reality of air travel. But when a flight is delayed, especially for a maintenance or crew-related issue, the airline owes you what they call duty of care. For younger travelers, this might mean a begrudging bottle of water. For seniors, the expectations are slightly higher. The insider move. If your flight is delayed by more than an hour and the delay is the airline's fault, you have the right to ask for a meal voucher. Don't wait for the announcement. Go back to the gate agent and say, "My name is Frank, and I'm on the delayed flight to Miami. With this extended wait, I'm getting a bit hungry. Could I please have a meal voucher for the inconvenience?" The gate agent has a stack of these vouchers for this exact situation. They are often given out selectively to prevent a huge rush. As a senior traveler, you immediately stand out as someone who genuinely needs the care and attention. They are much more likely to hand over that $15 voucher for a decent airport meal because they are trained to de-escalate stress, and nobody wants a hungry, tired senior citizen getting upset at the gate. It's all about asking directly, calmly, and immediately. Never suffer in silence with a grumbling stomach. Perk 6. Priority boarding is your time, not a favor. The pre-boarding announcement usually calls for first class, then elite status holders, and finally, anyone needing extra assistance, including families with small children. Notice that little phrase, anyone needing extra assistance. The insider move, that means you, my senior traveler. You don't need to be in a wheelchair, see Perk 3, or have a cast. If you need extra time to get settled, stow your carry-on without rushing, or simply prefer to be on the plane before the chaos, you qualify. The mistake most people make is waiting for a special announcement. Don't wait. When the special assistance call is made, stand up and walk towards the gate agent. Politely state, "I'm an older traveler and I need a few extra minutes to stow my bag and get settled." That's it. No need for a dramatic explanation. Why this works. Flight attendants love when seniors board early. It means your bag is stowed, you're seated, and you're not wrestling your overstuffed luggage into the bin right before the door is about to close, holding up the entire plane. It speeds up the boarding process for everyone and is an unwritten rule that's often gladly enforced for senior passengers. Perk 7, the unofficial concierge service from the flight attendant. Once you're on the plane, we, the flight attendants, are your primary caretakers, but we are also your personal resource. We know where the quietest lavatories are, which galley is the least trafficked, and how to snag you an extra blanket or a specific snack that might be hiding in the back. The insider move. Engage with your flight attendant early on. Don't wait until the service is in full swing. When they pass by during the initial safety check, just make eye contact and say something friendly like, "It's a beautiful day for flying, thank you for what you do." Then later, when you need something, say a cup of tea or help adjusting the overhead vent, call us over and ask nicely. Key difference: a young demanding traveler who barks, "I need more water," gets the standard cup of ice water. A polite senior who says, "Excuse me, I know you're busy, but my throat is a little dry, and I was wondering if you might have a cup of warm water or tea," is getting the royal treatment. We will remember you. We will check on you. We will go the extra mile. We are trained to give special care to those who need it, and a polite, friendly senior is absolutely on the priority list. Mini dialogue, Traveler Robert, 75. "I appreciate the service, Sophia. This hot water is perfect, just what the doctor ordered, literally." Sophia, "My pleasure, Robert. Is there anything else I can bring you? Perhaps an extra pillow? I think I have one more in the back." It's about building a small, positive relationship. We are human, and we respond to kindness. A good flight attendant is basically an unofficial flying concierge, but you have to activate the service with a little charm. So there you have it, 7 hidden practical airport perks that are tailor-made for the seasoned traveler, especially those flying after 60. We're talking smooth security, better seats, personal escorts, lounge relaxation, free snacks, priority boarding, and your own personal concierge in the sky. The biggest mistake you can make is assuming you're just another passenger. You are a valued guest, and you have every right to a comfortable, stress-free travel experience. The trick is to be proactive, be kind, and know exactly what to ask for, and when to ask for it. Before I sign off, let me remind you, the travel world is constantly changing, and your feedback guides my next video. What's the most frustrating thing about flying right now for you? Is it the baggage fees, the legroom, the person who insists on standing up the second the plane touches down? Let me know in the comments. And if you learned just one new trick today that's going to make your next flight easier, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, share this video with another senior traveler you know, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. We're building a community of savvy, smart travelers who refuse to be stressed out by the airport. Thank you so much for watching. Now go book that trip, use these perks, and remember, the journey should be as enjoyable as the destination. I'll see you in the next video. Happy flying!